Welcome to the lovely HP community and the 5D collective. To all of those who love to live and love mindfully and spiritually. And that's for the 5D collective here at HP. So, as we've been looking into mindfulness, mindset, and mindset, these are practices and skills that work for internally securely attached whole selves. When we have the 3D, 4D collective and those who basically are not choosing to take their inner world seriously, it's a whole different story. And if you do want practical video exercises, they'll be rolling out once we have a certain amount of our fan-based subscribers subscribe. It's a monthly paid subscription-based model content platform for content creators. And that's what I am besides Mystic Mentor, podcast host, online marketer, entrepreneur. And I was already going to share with those of you who like our thorough theme channeled guidance messages. We'll have an area, or basically those will come out in that same subscription-based model content too, okay? Or subscriber monthly base to base. And once I see a certain amount, I'll see to try and get in contact with you or something like that, to be continued. Just tune in, or tune in for more, meaning it'll be continued in the future. In the meantime, welcome to those of you who are new. 5D Collective, Mystics and People. We grow confident and empowered thanks to living mindfully, spiritually. And so we also share ventral vagal energy. And that's, again, thanks to choosing our non-reactive, meaning our safe human being, mammalian heritage response. Because unless we're in a physical threat, we don't need the threat one. Change the wording, if you will have noticed, from being able to grow confidence and handle change without bad stress fear, because you have good stress. Once you are mindfully aware consistently, you grow the capacity for you to be in the ventral vagal state's cue of safety within yourself, but then also, again, you share that. And when you have people who are wanting to access their own mammalian heritage, they will welcome it. The ones who are going to reject it, those are like the fancy lady in a suit, so they just won't enjoy. But in all cases, we choose the frequency and energy of love, safety, and security, which is why it's the Christ consciousness, coherent state. So it's a gift that you share with yourself and with others to embrace and embody the integrated brain, the whole self, the restorative embodiment of you, and that's self-awareness, accountability, and regulation, by your own choosing, thanks to having the capacity to say yes to being yourself, and having an inner child that is asleep and or that you're handling to get securely attached with your good therapist. And with that being said, let me read to you a little bit, because we're going to use some of the archetypes. I talked to you about that. We might not have the story today that I was going to share with you all, but 5D collective, again, when the archetypes of existence, the destroyer, the sustainer, and the creator, make their way to us, we use mindset and mindfulness in a way that grows confidence and handles change without bad stress, fear, because we do not have that self-doubt. We are overcoming it. We are having an inner world that we address with the emotional witnessing, observing, processing in a healthy, self-soothing, and regulating way. And with people that are healthy partners. So the archetypes of existence, when they are presented to us, they give us the opportunity to expand and improve our mental, emotional, and physical life, to grow and invest in enriching and genuine relationships, and to bring forth and create the life that fulfills and enriches you daily. If you are an insecure self person or mystic, though, these opportunities won't be taking place, and that's due to the lack of self-regulation and ventral, the use of dysregulated threat response, and adaptive child part narratives, which I've seen the 4D do lately with all the love stuff. For them, it's all people catering to each other's needs and a bunch more, and then energy vampires, dark auras. So they keep using demonization, spiritual boundaries. You need to create boundaries. So they think of energy as good and bad. And even Reiki practitioners who don't know that we're all actively a spiritual process, and that spiritually awakened people don't lose people. They're awakened to their spiritual process because they have a ego with their human name and not a spiritual ego, which is a spiritual bypasser, or a science ego. You know everything. Sure you do. Okay, so any empowered ego uses their human name. We have a good time equanimously and interact with physically, emotionally, mentally intelligent and mature and available and mastered men, women, and days. Okay, so we have a very good time as a collective, and the ones who don't, again, they have narratives, and the narratives are for emotionally, mentally, and physically insecure attachment people and mystics. It's why they're I'm going to stop using that word, but they're actively insulting each other by the minute. Like the teenagers, when breakups would happen, they were an asshole, and the dramatic stuff, and I'm going to get someone so much better, and God's going to reward me. So that's what happens when you have the immature person. It's like, okay, you are not special, chosen ones. We're all chosen. Well, we all were born. How does that sound? So for the 5D collective, those of us, we are secure, again, inner self, people, mystics. So we welcome our ventral vagal, non-reactive nervous system state. And when these moments are present, we are still activating and learning to use it. Thanks to being mindfully aware of ourselves with self-awareness and healthy self-soothing and self-regulating mechanisms. Okay, so we know how to say yes. Hey, body, we're working with emotions and thoughts. That's the bilateral and vertical integration. So bottom up isn't scary, top down isn't scary. And I stay grounded in Maria, okay? And that's why your ego doesn't die when we have our light body expansion, rainbow body expansion. I've had all of it, Kundalini awakening. When you meet your twin flame and then your twin flames and your soulmates, you don't lose anything. You do go through experiences. That's a whole different story. You don't lose shit. You actually, for empowered feminine, you are mastering all of you. By the time you even get to that first one, for me, I was like, yeah, I'm spiritual. I got God, I got Jesus, I got Holy Spirit, and I got clairs. Woohoo! But I did know immediately it's my human makeup. And not because I'm anointed. That's very disrespectful towards those who were anointed. And it's not really sounding good to my ear. It sounds like ego's in town right now. It's not hard to become what you can be. It's a choice you make by living and loving, again, mindfully and spiritually for some of us as you, as your true self. So we maximize the moments of the destroyer if they come in as a tower moment. We maximize our moment of being able to create something new. We have a good time. And we also know we will sustain ourselves and we will sustain each other. And so we do grow self-empowerment and confidence. We don't lose sight of who we are, of who we want to be, and what we want to bring in life and in our relationships in the world. So if somebody disrespects me, I don't shame, blame, fault, revenge. I don't bring envy, jealousy, spite. I don't become a person that says I don't believe in love, I'll never be loved again. I don't process heartbreak by projecting something. Okay, I'm able to be emotionally, mentally, and physically aware with myself as I'm self-regulating in a healthy self-soothing mechanism because I have inner secure attachment. That's why I can practice mindfulness. That's why I can do mind sight. That's why I don't get blocked when I'm doing anything, because I know how to work with my personality patterns and traits, with my ego, with myself, with the external circumstances, the inner growth mindset, dealing with the unknowns, unexpecteds, and unwanteds from within, while going with the flow with an open heart. And so we make it second nature to use ventral vagal thanks to mindfulness and mind sight, anchored in our ventral, and so that energy is with us when unknowns, unexpecteds, unwanteds happen. And that's in life, in our relationships. And that's why you live and love in a restorative embodiment, self-aware, accountable, regulating body. And you're enlightening by the minute, expanding consciousness is really fun. I love it. So we're consistently, in fact, saying goodbye to bad stress, fear. I still have fear, but now it's in good stress. Definitely the reactive threat response. I personally don't know of having ever really had it, but maybe I have to think back. But over time, we consistently say hello to engaging in the good stress and the restorative embodiment and being self-empowered and confident mentally, emotionally, and physically in our life and our relationships. And so we get to be healthy, self-worth, and soothing adults and partners. And it's really fun. I love to love, and my baby, he loves to laugh, and he loves to live and learn and not cast stones. So you give yourself a gift that you deserve, and that is your birthright. The integrated brain, whole self, owning the sense of self, living a life of meaning and connection beyond the soul self, and sharing love with the world, because that's exactly what you're going to share with your community, is your ventral vagal state and the ventral energy that they will want if they want to regulate also in the 5D state of consciousness and frequency, so in their true selves. If not, it's okay. Don't worry, the fancy lady and man in suit, they got a bunch of time to make. No, they're going to stay in their threat response and they're going to have all their flat earther type people around them. But we're going to instead consistently embody love, safety, and security as empowered mammalian heritages people. So tune in for more. Again, subscribe, help the channel grow. And for fan base, subscribe if you want. You can unsubscribe on a monthly basis. Like I said, it's for practical video exercises so that you can put mindset, mindfulness, mindset into practice. Inner secure attached. So either you're working with a good therapist if you need that, or you have a really good relationship, you know that, with the depths of your mental and emotional sphere and physical. So things that come up, you can say, hey, I got shit to talk about today. And you don't treat people like pieces of shit or that they need to cater to your every single need. So, and we'll be back with more episodes, like I said, not today though. So have a wonderful day. Thanks for stopping by.